Hi everybody, welcome to my next movie review. I happen to have a redone version of this next movie, and it's Highlander 2, the Renegade version. This actually is what you could call a director's cut. I actually do own the original version of Highlander 2. I have it on VHS tape. I don't happen to have it here with me tonight because it's at my parents' house. And I've seen both versions of the movie, and I can tell you the original version, the one that I have on VHS tape, starts off where it's, they started off on this planet Ziest, blah, blah, blah. There's Katana, who's played by Michael Ironside. Sean Connery and Christopher Lambert reprise their roles as Ramerez and Connor MacLeod in this movie. And then Virginia Madsen plays love interest, or the terrorist, Louise Marcus. And it's just like they talk about the fact that the Kurgan, on the original screenplay was actually sent to fight with Ramirez and Connor by Katana to prevent them from winning the prize, but guess what? Congratulations, Connor wins it. Obviously, as mentioned in the previous thing. And they, the original version of this movie, Highlander 2, was, in a word, poop. I mean, I've seen comments saying that, this movie, in the original format was crap. I mean, and it was, I can tell you. Because it made no sense, why, how did they get these aliens from this planet called Ziest on Earth and, what have you. In this version, in the Renegade version, actually, it's a lot better because it takes out the whole thing of Ziest, and it takes out the fact that the Kurgan was, General Katana's henchman, and they did originally ask Clancy Brown, who played the Kurgan in the first movie, to come back and reprise his role, but they ended up modifying it, and what ends up happening is he declined to do it. Clancy Brown did, and of course, Russell Mulcahy, who directed both this movie and the last movie, just hated so much what ended up being the final original product of Highlander 2 that he walked out after the first 15 minutes. And I can tell you, I don't blame him. Christopher Lambert, I'm pronouncing his name the French way because he is French, incidentally, it turns out, said, he just about walked out because it was lousy. But yeah, this movie is actually a lot better in the Renegade version, than it is in the original screenplay that it was, done up as. This isn't a good movie all that much anyway, but it's better in this version. The second, third, fourth, and fifth movies, I haven't seen the fifth movie, which is Highlander 5, The Source. Highlander 3 is called The Final Dimension, and it's also known as Highlander 3, The Sorcerer. Because that one's something, to do with the Japanese sorcerer Nakano. I've seen it. I wasn't impressed, with it. Movie 4 of Highlander is called Highlander Endgame. That's where they bring in, they take Christopher Lambert's character and drag the characters from the TV show in there that include Adrian Paul's character Duncan MacLeod, and, just pulls everything together, and, they should have left well enough alone. And, the source wasn't released in the movie theaters, but was released on the Sci-Fi Channel back in 2007 on September 15th, to be honest. I don't know about the source. I haven't seen that movie, but I have seen the other two, definitely. And, like I mentioned in the last video, Highlander 1, the original one, this one that I did a movie review on previously, was fine the way it is. This movie, in this format, the Renegade version, is okay, but like I said, they should have left well enough alone and just not made a sequel, like another, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4 other sequels, because, the other 3, 2 through 4 were bad, and of course I can't speak on 5, but it's like, beating a horse dead. But anyway, watch this if you want to. I would recommend watching the original version first, and then getting this Renegade version second, watching it, and then watch the third one, because there's a third incarnation of the movie that they did. They touched up some other stuff. This actually has an additional, I think, it's got 19 minutes of additional footage. It says it right on here. I was going to say, I know they tacked on some extra footage in this version and readjusted it to be a little more conducive, taking out the other planet and whatever, because, that made, no sense. And then, the actual part where they banish Connor and Ramerez to the future would be, what happens there is in, the original Highlander. So, it's not flogging a dead horse. Well, anyway, I just wanted to share this movie review with you guys, and I hope you have a good evening. Bye.